Okay, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This one's gonna be a little bit different. Um the one the one habit that Linux users don't do, okay, is drum roll is I forgot what it is. Oh yeah, exercise. Is exercise. So I'm gonna let the video play. So 3, 2, 1, play. Um So as you can see, this is actually some old footage. So that's my excuse for why I look so small. Like looking back at this footage, I look very, very small. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to just talk about exercise for a bit. It's something that I enjoy. I enjoy partaking in, and I genuinely think it's something that is non-negotiable. It's something that everyone in their life should do. And wait, my wife just texted me. Oh, okay. I'll look at this later. But as you can see, right now I'm doing what's called diamond push-ups. Essentially, just where you're like it's push-ups, where I'm just resting here. But you put your hands close, so it's more like on your triceps. And I hate this. I just hate this exercise. I can't lie. It's just annoying. Like my triceps are very weak. Even now, like this was when I was like working out at home. But now I'm just kind of I actually go to the gym, so made a lot of progress. And here I'm doing normal push-ups, very wide though. Like I don't think I should be doing. I know like the reason why I did it so wide is because after diamond I'm just dead. Like I can't do normal push-ups. Um, but yeah, I don't think it should be that wide, to be honest. But that's a good thing. Like if you're always looking back at yourself and cringing, then you know you're doing something right because that means you're always improving. Here we're doing dips, and again, honestly, my recommendation and the reason why I promote exercise so much and I want to promote exercise so much is that number one, obviously it's like healthy, strong, but also look, maybe you're gonna say vain or whatever, but looking good and feeling like confident in yourself is gonna be very good, especially if assuming you're like actually it doesn't even matter if you're heterosexual or not, like even if you're like homosexual, like you're gay. Look, if you ultimately if you're attracted to some person and you want them to like you or not like you more but like obviously it shouldn't be something like oh they only like you for your muscles and stuff but like if they find you more attractive that's going to be a win. That's just overall going to be a win. So I don't know, and especially like even like outside of that, just doing the exercise, even if you look exactly the same, if you just do the exercises, you will feel more confident in yourself because like oh well I can like it's not like I can push this weight so I can talk to this girl or guy or whatever. But like there's just something to it. There's something to it, especially if you're proud of like how you look. Then there's something to it that just makes like that kind of stuff better. Especially like right now, this is called lateral raise, and damn, I look very small here. Again, like I didn't really have that much equipment. I only had 5 kilo dumbbells here, so I was just doing what like with what I could. But when you do this exercise, your lateral raises are burning. Oh, I mean, not your lateral raise. Your shoulders are burning. Like they're literally like on fire. Especially when you're doing high rep. I'm not gonna lie, high rep is almost harder. Like it's a lighter weight, and especially now, like I'm doing. Oh, am I doing 10? I think I'm doing 12.5 kilo dumbbell lateral raise. Maybe 10. I can't remember. I did it yesterday, and like obviously it burns, but for some reason the high rep, like when you're doing like 30, I don't know how many I did. Like I think I did 20 there. It just hits different. It actually burns differently. Um, so yeah, damn. Like this is like maybe like 2 months ago, and it's like a stomach vacuum. I'm just bored. Like I'm just like doing random stuff, but this is literally like 1 week before I started going to gym, and oh, what was I gonna say? I actually had something like very insightful to say. Also, okay, look, let's say I'm just gonna assume that you're probably interested in like computer science or like something more academic. Like you're probably going to university. If you want to be better at your studies, exercise because look, I'm also like I used to be that kind of like nerdy, more like yeah, more like indoors introverted kind of guy. So you do like whatever like you're interested in. Let's say like you're interested. Damn, I look good here. I actually look. I look like a beast. And then you stand up and it's just like oh, some skinny guy. But when you're doing look up the science, but it's like something like releasing endorphins and stuff, like you'll be happier, like this and that. And it allows you look just think about it like this. If you're doing like work that's like mentally draining. Let's say like, I don't know, like you're programming all day. Exercise, like you're gonna be tired mentally, but you're still gonna be physically fresh. And that's why like you might have that where you just like can't fall asleep. I'm not gonna lie, ever since I really started exercising, I never have any like I used to not I wouldn't say insomnia, but sometimes, you just go to bed and you just can't fall asleep. I almost never have that now. Like the only time I have that is because I messed up my sleep schedule, but like not because of a lack of exercise. So like if you find that your sleep is really bad, if you do some like like physical exercise, it's gonna be very good. Especially look, weights is like one thing. I think cardio, especially like if you do like sprinting, whew, you're gonna sleep well. You're gonna sleep well, trust me. But besides that, honestly, I would say I don't know. Here I'm doing neck curls, so this is like to thicken your neck out. And if you don't know, maybe I'll show some like photos. But essentially, when you do neck curls, when your neck increases, you actually look a lot more masculine. You look way more masculine, and you look way like you just look way better. Also, it's like it's more safe if you have a strong neck. Like if someone like punches you, if you got a strong neck that can like hold the resistance, you're less likely to just like die or like get brain trauma and stuff. So it's like a safety thing. Very good if you're like doing boxing or something. Definitely train your neck, but also it just makes you look more masculine. Like, have you ever seen was it Mike Tyson? Or yeah, I think it was Mike Tyson. Whew, he had a boulder neck. Like in my language, in Hungarian, we'll say like vödörnyakú or something like that, and it's like a barrel neck. Like you want a neck like a barrel. And there's like photos like if your neck is very skinny but your body is very like jacked, if you can't see the body, you actually just look like a skinny kind of like don't even train, or like you've only been training for like 1 or 2 years. But you got a thick neck. It doesn't even matter if you're like super healthy or not. You're just gonna look like way more masculine and way more jacked. So yeah, that's what I'd say. You're doing leg raises. This actually destroys me. I can't even lie. Again, like high reps. I know it's like it's not as ideal for building muscle, but man, it really just destroys you in a way that like nothing else does. But also, okay, this is what I want to say. If you're trying to get into exercise and you're just struggling to be consistent, this is what I recommend. This is what I did, and I basically like I never miss training. I genuinely almost never miss training at all. There's almost no reason for me to miss training. The thing that I did when I started was I'd say, okay, the only important thing is that I do some kind of exercise every day. And if you currently do zero exercise, if you were to try and do like the routine I'm here, like doing here, you might be able to keep it up for a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month. But I actually would guarantee that you're probably not going to hold it. And the reason why is essentially you're doing too much. Like your level is just not there yet, if that makes sense. Your level is not there yet. Damn, I look very small here. I'm actually like, I haven't even gained that much more weight, but like, I've definitely built a lot more muscle. Like, I feel like this feels very skinny, but I checked the date. I was basically the same weight as I am right now. Like, I'm like 79 kilos here. I'm like 83 now, roughly. But I don't even know how to like show my lats here. I don't even know how to do it. But, look, it's not a bad physique. It's actually not a bad, like for how long I've been working out, like, it's not horrible. I've seen worse. It's actually the end of the video, but I'm just gonna like play from the start because I feel like I'm more to talk about. But yeah, if you're struggling, like the thing is, at this point when this video is recorded, or like, even right now, I've been training over 1.5 years, nearly 2 years now. And look, that's not like proper training at all. Like, I think right now I would say like I'm definitely training like proper. Like diet is in control, exercise in control, everything's tracked. Like I'm very meticulous about it. Beforehand, obviously, I wasn't training super meticulously like this, but the important thing is that I've just had like skin in the game. And if you're starting out from like zero, there's no way you can do this. Like try and like, like David Goggins, like bro's insane. He's actually like a maniac. There's no way, even I would say there's no way I could stick to a David Goggins routine. I'm just not that, like I'm not at that level yet. Maybe in the future. But right now, I'm not at that level. The important thing is you do the exercise that your level, like, that is worthy for, or like is recommended for your level. So this is what I recommend. If you've never exercised before, and like you're pretty weak, let's say, I'm just gonna assume you're weak, like you can't even do a push-up, learn to do a push-up. If you can't do like a proper push-up, then do the girl push-ups. Like there's no shame in it. Just try and get the first push-up, and then once you get the first one, do the second one, then the third one, fourth one. Like I remember I was looking at footage when I was younger. I could like do 3 push-ups and like I was gassed. I was actually gassed. Now like if I really like, I think right now if I did push-ups, I'd probably get like 40. I remember last time I like really tested out, I got like 40, 41 or something like that. So just stick to it. And I remember when I like, what I did, what my routine was, is when I came home from school, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do push-ups for 15 minutes. And that's like the exercise. And that's what I did. And the thing is, obviously you're going to be like, oh, well, it's not efficient in this. The important part is the consistency. Get consistent with it first. Then you can start talking about variations and form and like all this stuff. I mean, you should focus on form, but like all this other stuff is going to distract you if anything. And that's why, like I say, don't like worry about your diet. Just don't change anything. Just move. At the end of the day, that's the only important thing. Like if you controlled your diet, but you didn't exercise, would you become jacked? No. If you just like only focus on exercising, but you didn't control your diet, could you get jacked? Possibly. It's not efficiently, but you could. You definitely could get jacked. Again, probably not easily, but at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. That's actually the only thing that matters. So what my recommendation is, whatever your routine is, like whenever you finish something, you want to chain it together as well. You want to chain it. So I chained it, like I didn't even realize this, but I finished school and then I worked out. That was my routine. And that was very easy because it just became a habit very quickly. So it's very important that you have some activity to chain it with. So maybe for you, maybe you want to exercise first thing in the morning. Do it like, okay, I brush my teeth. I take like let's say like you brush your teeth first in the morning and then you have a shower. Maybe brush your teeth, then do 15 minutes of push-ups. Like literally just do as many push-ups as you can. Rest for like 2-3 minutes and then do it again. And just listen to some music that kind of like gets you hyped. And after that, then take a morning shower or however you do it. Like just chain it. That's the idea. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like that is what led me, like, again, like I'm not that guy that skips gym. I actually just don't skip gym. Like I don't do that. I always manage to like make it, even if like I procrastinate a bit or like I'm doing something else. I always like the only time I don't is if there's genuinely some reason why like it's out of my control. But like I have a routine. Maybe like sometimes I'll like adjust the routine because like, oh, I'm running late or something, or I procrastinated. That does happen. But consistency wise, I think I'm definitely one of the top percentile, because I always hear like some people like, yeah, I didn't go to gym today, I just couldn't be stuff. That just does not happen to me. And I'm not trying to like brag, but that's just like, that's how it is. And I'd like to think that it's because of that early work that I did, is that just like just doing the home exercise as well. That's the other thing. I would say don't spend money on the gym. I'd say if you really want to be sure, like the thing is, what you have to understand is ideally, okay, let's say you get jacked. Like, let's say you start working out. 3 years, you have like a very good body. You almost like, yeah, let's say 3 years from now, you can have like a very good body, which is 100% doable as well. 100%. Even if you're obese, you can have a good body, like a very good body, above average, in 3 years, easily. Skinny, literally probably even shorter. Even in a year, like you're going to be like, whoa, like even if it's not objectively the best, you're still going to be very proud of yourself. Now, let's say that you can get the ideal body that you want. Okay. And I'm not going to lie, I think I talked too much because now I kind of forgot what I actually wanted to say. Damn, wait, this is really bad. Let me think. Damn, that's actually really bad. That's like Alzheimer's right there. That's actually my grandpa actually has Alzheimer's, so I'm not gonna lie, like it's not looking too good for me. But yeah, shout out Gramps. Shout out Toto. That's what I call him, Toto. In my language, it means like in Hungarian that means like grandpa. But okay, look, let's say in 3 years, again, very doable, that you get your dream body. What day are you gonna decide, you know what, I'm gonna have the original body I had? Like, does that make sense? So you have your original body. Let's say you're fat. Okay. 3 years you get jacked. At what point in your life are you gonna be like, okay, I no longer want to be jacked, I want to be fat again? Probably never. Like, if you could change it, you're probably like, I don't really want to be fat again in my life. So that means that you're going to be training for the rest of your life, no? So you have a lot of time. very likely that you're young. You have a lot of time. Don't worry about getting like the perfect body. Even in 3, like, look, try and like work hard. I'm not saying like don't try hard, but if you don't get like the perfect dream body in 3, 4, 5, 10, or even 20 years, it's not the end of the world, because you actually have like, I mean, obviously, actually, as you're starting to old, but as you're starting to age, but again, like at the end of the day, it's more of a marathon. So what I recommend, and this is what I did, and again, I think it's just one of the best ways, is prove to yourself that you can even work out for a year. Don't spend money on the gym. Don't spend very little money on equipment, and just focus on the consistency. Let that be your driving force for the first like year or so. Again, you have to decide like how long. Maybe you want to do 6 months to really prove it to yourself, but work out at home. Do something like do push-ups. Do whatever you can. If you have a bar, maybe like the only thing if you want to invest in, maybe like gymnastic rings. They're very good. Very practical. If you don't know, like look it up. There's a whole thing with it. Maybe a skipping rope. That's always good for cardio. And or like a pull-up bar. Like pull-up bar or gymnastic rings, like one of those 2 variations. And just have something. If you have some bar, or like go to your local park. If your park has like some kind of like monkey bars or something, use that as a pull-up bar and just train. And try and spend very little money. Again, like maybe dumbbells as well. That would be a good investment. Like get like 5, 7.5 and 10 kilos, and that should be pretty good for like most people. And it won't be like super expensive as well. Or you could get like the adjustable ones. And yeah, once again, like if you can prove to yourself that you can train for a year, then after that, like the thing is, I knew there's a one point in my life I knew like I will never stop training. I'll never stop. I might like reduce how much I train. There might be a point where I'm not focusing on it as like right now. I'm like really focusing on it, like 6 times a week. Rest on Sundays. Push pull legs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then like again push pull legs like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And let me just play it again while I'm waffling. But when you can prove to yourself that you can do that, and like I knew that I could, like I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm not going to, like, then again, like there's nothing to worry about. And then like I'd say that's when you should get the gym membership, if that's what you really want to do. Or you could just keep because this is what's called like calisthenics. So it's like a whole, yeah, I think now I'm getting like really into technicals, but honestly, you know, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Just do push-ups. If once you're starting to get bored of that, because there'll be a point where, you know, oh, okay, push-ups, that's good. I'm like, actually, like I can do like 20 push-ups. That's a pretty good point. That's a good milestone. Once you can do that, just keep doing it. And then like I trust me, one day, like you're gonna notice some gains. Then one day you're gonna be like, you know what, I want to do more. Like I want to get stronger in some other area. My squat, like I can't like really squat down. Practice that. Just with your body weight. Or like you can put like a backpack on or something like that. You can do like push-up variations. Just find out those random stuff like, oh, how much can you dip yourself, like random stuff like that, and then just like test your strength, and then just start improving it. And again, like once you start doing that, that's a very good place, and slowly you'll just make it more hard for yourself, because you're going to gain XP. And what you were doing before, like for example, if my workout routine right now was just like, let's say like 40, 50 push-ups, I would be bored, because I'm like, damn, I know this is not efficient. I know I could be building more muscle, and I know like if anything, I'm actually losing strength in other areas, like let's say my legs, like, 'cause I'm not training my legs or something for a long time. Also, like again, like with legs, I didn't train legs for a long time, and I'd say it's better at the start to train to how you feel. Like obviously, people like now, like I wouldn't say like if you've been in the gym for a while, I'd say don't train just based on how you feel. Like some people are like, oh, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like leg day, so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna do upper. Again, that's not something I do. Back in the day, again, I'll train legs like very sporadically, and that's why like definitely legs are my like least developed part. Once I started going gym, and you know, I had excuses. I'm like, oh well, legs are hard to train when you're doing like bodyweight exercises. Not really, like it's kind of hard. It objectively is, like it's not easy. But over time, now that I like gain enough experience where I'm like, okay, I'm actually ready to train my legs. It's not something I hate. It's definitely not something I hate. And it's like now that I come from like I'm at a much higher level in terms of like my fitness, like, you know, consistency and all that, I can objectively look like, oh, okay, this part of my body, so my legs, they're underdeveloped because I haven't been training them. So I'm just gonna like it sounds stupid, but like it's like, oh, okay, now I'm just gonna train them. You know, it's like nothing. It's just pretty simple in that manner. But yeah, look, overall, what do I have anything else to say? Yeah, just keep it simple, and over time, you're gonna make it harder for yourself. And when you do, you're not even gonna find it like boring, or like you're not gonna hate it. Once again, yeah, just keep it simple, and the rest will come. And just keep consistent. That's the only thing. At the start, just be consistent. That's my advice for you guys. Anyways, I hope this has helped you guys. This is something like I'm very like passionate about. Enjoy it. I think it's a very good thing, that like objectively good thing. And again, like this is like you can definitely like have like insane results. And like again, it's not like I'm like genetically gifted or anything. Like I'm like average. You know, I've got a bit of gyno, this and that. So yeah, okay, I'm waffling now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.